Dean, I finished a show yesterday.
What? Is it Merlin?
No.
God damn it.
Okay, to be fair, it's not on Netflix, so I can't finish it. But I
Oh,
finished a
that's true. They
show,
got rid of it.
and it was one of those shows that didn't necessarily have a finale because they were greenlit for another season, and then it kind of fizzled between. And it really bums me out because I feel like they were setting up like some big plot points for what would have been the final season.
Was it one season or two?
It was 5-season show, but the 6th season would have been the finale season.
Wow.
And I'm wondering, it was Kim's Convenience, by the way.
Oh,
And I'm
Great
wondering
show. Great show.
if you guys have any shows that you enjoy that never got a proper send off.
yes.
Right? I have another one. The Wayans Brothers ended right in the middle of the what would be the last season, and it's just terrible, absolutely terrible.
It's on Netflix. It's called Mindhunter. It's about the FBI when they first started really interviewing serial killers and figuring out what kind of made them tick and like making
I definitely heard of that one.
yeah, and like actually making like scientific studies on like what made these people kill. And they had a bunch of famous serial killers on there, obviously portrayed by actors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Mindhunter, fucking incredible show. I want to say it's 2 seasons. It might have been 3. But the whole last season that they were setting up the BTK killer. Like in between them, interviewing other people and making portfolios on these people and it was kind of like honestly groundbreaking work that they were doing at the time. Everyone thought they were crazy. In fact, it was like a team of like 3 FBI people doing this work, and everybody thought they were fucking stupid for doing it. Like, these people are just crazy. Who knows why they kill people? And so, like, you spend like the whole season, like, oh, they're setting up the BTK killer. Like, this is gonna get fucking crazy, and like all this work is gonna like go into this, and then they just canceled the show for no fucking reason. It pissed me off to no end. That show is incredible.
Fair enough. That's a good one. Wow.
Look at this, Yomo with a super sticker. Thank you, Yomo. Happy Halloween, bud.
Thanks,
I
buddy.
don't know if we're going in order, but I have 2
yeah,
that I
whatever.
thought of.
Yeah. You go.
They're
you go.
not.
Go for it.
I don't know if they were on any streaming services because it was a while ago. But The Gifted, I think it was on FX, which was like a New Mutants show, like X-Men. People didn't love it. It wasn't the best like big budget show, but I really enjoyed it, and I really liked the actors, and I really liked the characters. So that one I think ended season 2. And it was kind of building up to something that we never got to see. So that was one big one for me. And then Inhumans, another show that like people didn't love. I like the cast and I like the characters. If it was better written, I wish that show continued. Because to me, it got better a little bit in the middle and towards the end there. And then I'm going to count Mando. Because I kind of feel like I got blue balls with the Mythosaur and everything, and we never really like dove into Mandalore, which is what they were always teasing, and then like what's gonna happen with Grogu. It's kind of like that's a little like let down for me. So
And there's like a whole list of shows. I don't think
Sorry.
that was part of the
I know.
requirements.
it was quick. It was quick, man. Jeez.
Yeah, just teasing you. Just teasing you. I've got 2. Season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Showing off.
Because that was not a proper send-off for that show. I don't care what anybody says. That was
I
frustrating.
will say this with Game of Thrones: if you watch it all again with season 8, like that, it's already out.
Don't do it.
I won't say that I condone it, but
Don't
it's
do it.
it's a
No.
easier
None
nut
of the
to
choices.
swallow.
Eddie.
It's an easier
my.
nut to swallow if you think about
That's
it.
a tough. That's a tough
Will be
nut.
my
I think
next shirt design.
I would forgive a lot of stuff if they did a full 10 episodes instead of ending it so soon.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't explain a lot of the stuff in depth enough.
For me, the payoff for every single character that I loved in that show did not get the payoff that they required after watching 7 seasons of that show. I don't care if it was 2 episodes longer or 10 episodes longer. The choice they gave those characters, horrendous. But I would also say, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show Veronica Mars, but I loved season 1 and 2.
I love Veronica Mars.
Heard of it.
And then it kind of just fizzled out, like, and got canceled. And then they ended up coming back and making a Veronica Mars season 3, I believe, and a movie, like later on. It was the movie. You're right. It was the first 3 seasons. But everybody wanted a season 4 of that show. It had Kristen Bell as the main actress. And she was kind of like a young detective who does detective work when her
Did they
dad's
make
like
fun
a
of
cop.
it in
Probably.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
I don't remember.
Because she
actually.
plays like a detective in the show.
I don't know if they-
Sarah Marshall.
I don't know if they specifically did, but that was a great show. I loved Veronica Mars back in the
Yeah,
day.
Veronica Mars was fantastic. Yeah.
Wow.
They kind of wrapped it up nicely with the movie, but yeah, it was kind of tragic actually. But yeah. What do you do?
What about you, Badfish?
I'm trying to get the balloons to go again.
I'm racking my brain. Did Heroes have a finish?
Oh,
No,
It
I'm
had
trying
an
to
ending, but
remember
no one
how it
liked
ended. Yeah, because I remember watching that and loving that so much. I'm trying to. That's kind of the only one I can think of. What kept coming to mind was one that actually ended really well for some reason, and I was talking about it recently, and nobody really talks about it, I feel like, anymore. Was Sons of Anarchy. I loved that show, and it
watch that.
I don't know, it was so good, and it had such a great ending. I don't know. I feel like it was one of those.
You watch
Yeah.
Mayans? Isn't
No, I
Mayans
never watched
kind of
the
similar to Sons of Anarchy?
spin-off. I've never
Sons-
watched the spin-off though.
Sons was always one of those shows that people tell you have to watch, and then like I've just never seemed to be able to get to it for whatever reason. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's on the list,
I'll
but
I think it's. Forget how many seasons. Let me check. But yeah, it's worth watching for sure.
Equan says, I remember they filmed an episode on my college campus for Veronica Mars. That was my 1 second of fame as an extra. We need to get that clip ASAP, Equan.
Yes.
Yeah, here, let's hit him with one of these. Oh, there we go.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there. We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in your doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Ben.
Badfish.
Not Eddie.
Welcome to this late episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to thank you guys for joining us on Halloween. How's everyone's Halloween going?
I didn't realize it was Halloween because I'm the only one in costume over here. You know what really grinds my gears? When you're the only one that shows up in costume. Just saying. Say it, Dean.
Okay, first off, I told you earlier no one was probably going to dress up, so that's on you. Second off, I did ask for photos of everyone, and Ben, Sweet Angel, sent his Halloween photos. No one else did, so...
I don't have digital copies of my photos.
No.
I can send you one right now, Zach. I didn't realize you got.
No. Yeah,
No?
well, send it to
Okay.
me and I'll put it in
It's
there.
Eddie and Dominatrix gear,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, send it to me, Eddie. So a little late. Trick-or-treating with my daughter, and we did a little family movie night, so she's getting ready for bed, so that's the reason for our tardiness. But Dean, we have a great show planned for the people, and we start off all of our favorite shows with a very special segment.
Yeah, you guys ready?
Yes.
It's new this week.
Hey, what did you get new this week? I finally got a grail of mine. The Bandai DX Chogokin VF1S from Do You Remember Love? It's Hikaru's Valkyrie in 148 scale. Incredible figure. I also got the Super Strike parts for it, rather. I got these on AmiAmi used. They have a used section, and they grade their figures A through, I think, D. And anything that's above a C is basically mint. Like this, I got like B- and like B+ on either one of these respectively. And I think the only thing was like the tape had been cut, but they were basically like mints in box. Incredible deal. I think I checked. I thought I paid like $350, but I ended up only paying like $305 after shipping. It was like a crazy deal. Because I've spent when I got my first Chogokin from the show, not the movie, I spent like $411 on it. So the fact that I got this and the strike parts for less is mind-blowing. So super happy to finally have this. I have not unboxed it. As you can see, it's still sitting right behind me. I'm going to save that for Monday. It's driving me crazy because it took them like 2 weeks to ship it. And then when I finally got it, it was like Saturday. And Monday's unboxing was going to be Lane's Batman. And I didn't want to like have to go between the two because that was going to take a while. So I'm saving it for next week. Stay tuned for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at this. John says, loving the costumes, let me guess, influencers. That's right. Let's see here.
And sexy gloved cop. Huh?
Ben's a dominatrix.
Gloved.
Gloved cop.
Magnum
You love to see it? I can't find the handcuffs, but I did find the badge.
Let me see, Ben. Let's see this badge. That
like, look how shiny these are.
Why
the badge is decent.
I've
though.
never seen a cop with those gloves.
Special
man. I don't know,
police.
special ed.
I haven't seen this gloves outside of an 80s movie, rather.
True. I'm going to wear them to the gym tomorrow.
Not even the
Don't
biker
do
cop.
that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do
I'm not
that.
invited back to the gym. You ain't to
Ben's
be one
putting
of
the
those.
Magnum in Magnum PI. Sorry, DJ, I stole your joke. What is this? Whose is this?
Oh my.
What is this?
I was able to pick this up with BBTS points. I had some credit on BBTS, and so I've always wanted this is like technically a diorama piece, I think. The Mark III workshop piece, or I don't know what the actual name of it is, but it's pretty cool, dude. It has batteries, and then it has an option to plug in if you want to plug it in and light everything up. But lighting it up is really sick. It really takes it to the next level. And I kind of want to do like a Tony's Workshop kind of deal. So, and I love the Mark III. So finally being able to pick that up is pretty cool. So yeah, dope pickup.
Very
Congrats, buddy.
Quick question about that. Are the lights actually lighting up on the bottom of the base?
Yeah, the ones in the corners that for some reason they don't do it with any
That
other.
never light up.
Yeah. They actually light up on this one.
Cool.
They don't move. I thought they're supposed to like swivel around, but I feel like I kept trying to like move them so they're more aimed at the Mark III, but I felt like I was gonna break them. But it's cool.
Very cool. So I actually, Badfish, did you get anything, or Ben?
Only thing I got was the clone helmet. I showed it on Small Talk if you watched it last week. So it's like the blank shiny deep Hasbro one.
I didn't get anything yet, but I did finally get the shipping notification today for Locutus of Borg from Exo 6. So this week I will have it, and I'll be able to do a video for you guys. Or maybe unbox it on Monday if you guys will have me.
Always,
Nice.
always. Actually, I got an email from TNS. They said early November my Gandalf should be shipping, the Queen Studios one. So that is very cool, the in-art one. So really excited for that. I'm also still fucking waiting for those cucks over at Master Replicas to ship my Tommy Shelby. So Might have to do a little expose on those guys because it's kind of fucking pissing me off, to be honest. So, we will stay tuned to that because
the deal that was too good to be true.
Too good to be true, but little do they know, I've destroyed people for less.
Wow.
But I picked up this Pokemon Trainer Select. There you go, Trainer Select Tyranitar figure.
Chunky boy.
He's a thick boy. I love this Pokemon. It's one of those like pseudo legendaries, so you don't get it till like the very end of the game, and you have to kind of train it up a bit, which is annoying. But one of my favorite Pokemons, something I never thought that would be like in an action figure form. So shout out to Jazzwares because they are killing it on this line. There's a handful of Pokemon that I've always wanted figures of, and they've done, I think, like of my 6 favorite Pokemon, they've done, I think, 4 or 5 of them. So they're almost like running the gamut on me. So just 1 or 2 more, and I think I'll be really happy with it. But the quality is great. These are $20, and it is a huge figure in terms of the plastic and the so really liking this. Very articulated. Let me rephrase it. It has a lot of articulation. It's not super articulated, if that makes sense. It's kind of not super useful, but the fact that it's a physical representation that is just really well painted and sculpted is super cool. So really excited for this. I may pick up a second one or maybe even a third because it's just so cool looking, and just have a few in backstock. But yeah, this is such a cool figure. I also picked up their Suicune. May have that for Monday as well, and just sort of a cut to unboxing if we need it. But yeah, this has been super exciting. There's also a fan-made Pokemon game called Pokemon Crystal Legacy, and in that game, the guy like completely redid the whole game basically, and he lets you catch this super early, which is great. And there's also another fan-made game called Pokemon Prism, and this is your starting Pokemon, the first form of this. So really been getting a lot of Tyranitar love this week, so excited for that. Moose says expose. Yeah, we'll have to see about it. And then Badfish says twig number 1. Supposedly like 20 people got their books this week, so all that shit was worth it, I guess, for something. But let's get into the news now. We talked about this last I think it was Friday maybe. It's the Hot Toys Thrawn. This one's $255, releasing October 2024 to March 2025. I think pretty much everything that I've said holds true. I haven't yet pre-ordered this, but this is certainly, in my opinion, one of Hot Toys' better attempts at a figure. I think that there's very little that I would complain about it. Maybe just little silver parts of the neck. Outside of that, I think this checks all the boxes. Still no clarification, at least as far as I've seen, whether this hologram here lights up. Seems like most people think it does not, but this is a wonderful, wonderful figure. I think the portrait looks excellent. I think the outfit looks great. And I think the price at $255, is pretty fair, all things considered, for today's day and age. What do you think, Dean?
Yeah, I mean, you only get one head sculpt, but it's got movable eyes, so that's cool. He doesn't really interact with a whole lot in the show. I mean, he's only in 3 episodes or 4, so I can't really fault them for not really including a lot. And my whole thing was like, if this is like $280, probably not gonna get it. But if it's around $250, I'll probably pick this up. And then we got hit with the $255 price point, which is pretty good. So yeah, I will probably be picking this up. I'm not in like a rush to get it. Also, if I don't get it, I'm not going to be heartbroken. So, I'm also 100% certain we're going to see this character down the line. So I know there will probably be another version of him. So, I have that to look forward to as well if I don't end up picking this one up. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty solid release. I like it.
Can you guys highlight Niculio's comment?
Yeah, I was trying to see
any
if
of the pictures show that? I
didn't see it, but I'd be curious if Niculio, if you could tag me on Facebook if there's or send me an Instagram, which photo shows that. I don't think I saw that on their stream last week. Berta said he ordered 2, which does not surprise me in the least.
Wow. Would you feel like it was a fail though, Niculio, if he still had blue wrist pegs at least though, so that way if there was some slippage of the sleeve, it would still look a little blue? Because they did that with the Cad Bane, right? And one of the other figures.
Let me see if Justin put up some of those photos. And remember, the ones at Secret Base may be prototypes. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to change them, from what it is now to what it is. Let's see. He's got a video. I don't want to pull up his video, but that might be what we have to do.
But like, I posed while you look for that, Zach. I posed the question the other day on Let's Get Nuts that like, do you need this figure to go with a like other line, or can you get this as a standalone piece? And Jose jumped on me pretty quick because he was like, I think you could do it standalone. And the more I've been thinking about it, the more I think you could pose him with Vader and just have like a general badass section of Star Wars in your collection.
Yeah, that so quickly, this is the Justin's video. So yeah, there is flesh there, so a little bit of a letdown there. Definitely a small nitpick. I would agree. I think you
Definitely
could have this on its own.
That was like looking straight down the barrel, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same thing with the Gandalf pants prints, right? Like, if it can be seen, I think most people will be seen, right? Like, I think in most poses, even the smallest thing like that will stand out. And I feel like it's probably not that much more expensive for them to just do the bodies in blue, or at least just the forearms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They could have just given it Yondu's arms. I don't even know if Yondu had blue arms. Can't see his arms anyway.
That's a good question.
What do you think about it, Eddie?
I think it's amazing. I think it's one of the best likenesses done. It looks great. I love it. Great price. Doesn't come with a lot, but I feel like he doesn't need a lot, and I don't really remember if he had like a certain accessory in the show that we're not seeing. I mean, he would have been a good chance to come with the orb, I guess, unless they're gonna do the orb with.
I don't know why they're gatekeeping this fucking orb. Like,
or with Ahsoka, maybe, or something. I don't know.
I don't think he ever touched the orb. It was destroyed.
He might not have.
It was destroyed before they ever got to him, right? Because they destroyed it on the
galaxy,
on the planet. Dina's showing me, God damn, why is this figure so chunky? So this is Yondu's body. So they've done a blue body before. That motherfucker's yoked.
Yeah. Like you said, it's a prototype. They probably only have one of these figures lying around.
Yeah, so. and we know from these photos, right? Prototypes, they typically, I mean, they're held together with tape and glue. Like they're really just there, right? They're not production quality.
That hand
it's like
sculpt is
cars
cool,
at SEMA. Half of them don't even have motors.
Yeah. Hodor says the form is covered in white like Krennic, which we mentioned in our expose last week. There's no skin showing. Yeah, I would hope so, but I would also hope that they would go that extra mile and just make sure that you wouldn't see that, right? Because it is, I think, in a character that you're bending the arms. I think that would be important. It almost reminds me of Ron DeSantis. There's this whole like heel gate thing, Dean, that he wears like heels to be taller, and when he sits down, his pant legs are all the way at his shins, like mid shin, because it was tailored without the lifts that he's wearing. And so I know, like, when he pulls his arms up, you're gonna see that. Like I just know that's gonna happen.
I do wonder if there's going to be any like blue rub off on the collar, just because it's such a white collar.
Someone said that too.
Hard to say. I mean, you're not going to be taking this head sculpt out all that often, though. So I feel like once you've got a kind of a head tilt that you like. Now, I think this does have the purrs, though, right? The movable eyes.
And the separate.
And it doesn't look like there's like a hairpiece that disconnects. So you may have to take the head sculpt out to be able to tweak the eyes from underneath. And if that's the case, I think there's a good chance of rubbing on that collar. So be a little careful about that. But
just for what it's worth, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know that I've ever seen where the sculpt rubs off on the outfit. It's always usually the dye in the outfit rubbing off on the sculpt.
Yeah,
because I think that's where the staining comes from. Mm-hmm. But I will say Dean did have a case where he had some really weird It was what was your farm boy Luke, Dean?
Yeah, my farm boy Luke has like this weird like bluing of the skin.
And it's not from the clothing. It's really weird.
Yeah.
So,
and it's not on the clothing. It's just on the plastic. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
Yeah. Someone said they want a 1/6 scale Isla Miri. There is a file on Thingiverse, so I guess if people want this, I can see about printing it, but it's not like a super high fidelity print. But yeah, it could be done.
Is that its name or is that its...
That would be a dope Zach's Wonderland thing to print. If you can make it to where it goes like around his shoulder.
Okay, probably not all that, but yes.
Well, that's how he has it on.
I know
like
that,
sits on his shoulder.
I know that. Okay.
Also a throne,
It's not
Zach.
screen accurate. I hate to see
We're gonna need thrones in the future, man.
A throne?
A throne.
A throne for your Thrawn.
Throne.
A throne. Wow, it's too late for us.
Yeah, all silly.
We're all silly. Badfish, did you take a crack at this already?
Just quick, but I heard a few people saying as well they wanted like an Emperor to pair with this. Yeah, there's lots of options standing it alone, just to add on to that. But yeah, this whole Ahsoka line is just really all looking really great, from Hera to Sabine, etc. So Chopper.
Wow.
I kind of want them all.
Oh, here we go. I did find look at this, $8.75 for this file. This could be done.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, this could be done. If anyone wants one, send me a message. But I don't paint, so you got to paint it yourself.
What the fuck?
Nope. Not for me. Don't do
Thrawn
that
is
anymore.
incredible looking. They got the old man down, like I said.
Maybe I have too many things I need to finish before I take on another project. But it can be done if you're interested.
I'm here.
If you're interested, oh no, that's not. I already told you 2024, so it's not even what I'm talking about. Poor
he was like, we might be done next week. I was like, hey man, like no rush. And he's like,
all right, fine.
2024.
Yeah, bro, you give me an inch, I'll take a mile.
Did you ask him if it goes back far enough? Do you get your NRD back, Dean?
No way, Jose. No way, Jose. There's no guarantee on this stuff. No, I have a few projects that I do need to finish, but. Yeah, I'll buy this file right now. We'll see what it looks like. So the John Wick Chapter 4, we have seen a teaser, and right away we got the figure. It almost makes me wonder, like, what is the point of these teasers, and then you're just going to drop the whole thing the next day?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're just trying to steal the spotlight from, like, other companies. Like, it just, like, doesn't make, like, either just drop it a few days earlier or just drop it a few days later. It doesn't really do a lot for me. But I will say this. I love the franchise. I've seen the first 3 films. The 4th one is on my watch list. But without having seen it, not everything here makes a lot of sense to me. But I will say, it looks fucking good. I think the portrait is a huge improvement from the first one. I love the suit. I love how the suit is multi-layered. I hope that they don't make it a pain in the ass to undo this... What is this called? It's not a coat, but it's a vest. Thank you.
A vest.
I hope that they make the vest easily removable, like the sword.
Swap out hair
nunchucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at all this. Look at this action here.
That's
now this is the rifle that is not exclusive, the one with like the EOTech type sight. We do have this real beautiful printing on the fabric. It's a patterned fabric, which I think is really cool. You get that interchangeable hair sculpts, like Dean said, separate rolling eyeballs, and the special edition does come with a second rifle, which I think is really cool. You also do get some of the coins and a shitload of hands, which is awesome. You also do get this bow, which is pretty cool, and 2 pistols. So this one is coming in at $270, releasing October 2024 to March 2025. Alvin J says, I'm not sure this is that much of an improvement from the first. Factor in the accessories. Yeah, the first had much more guns. This one...
Way more guns.
But I think that's just part of the movie where this one comes with more melee weapons. From what I've seen of the trailers and some clips, there's a lot less guns. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the exclusive, that's 7 weapons, so that's not bad. Also, Zach, I think that first rifle, I want to say that's a shotgun.
This one here?
Yeah, just based on the magazine, I think that's a shotgun.
Fucking shotgun, man. I thought you were a gun guy.
Yeah, full or a semi-auto shotgun. They look like that.
Yeah, he may be
I
correct.
have one that looks like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
you
like
can get
a
shotguns that look like
M4A1,
rifle.
dude.
No, I think that's the exclusive
Spaz
rifle. I think
12?
that's the actual assault rifle.
Yeah, you may be
That
correct.
one.
Wonder if it says.
I
it
haven't
in
seen the movie,
listing.
so I don't know.
I
Yeah,
will
there's
say I'm
definitely shotguns that look like that.
Yeah. While we're on Wick, let's look at the K1 Master Shots. I think they've got it pretty fucking good, honestly. Obviously, the hair, it's going to be a little harder to match this up, and because it is removable, it may not be as form fitting to the sculpt as you may like. But I think this looks fucking really solid.
Yeah, I think
Huge
this
improvement
is-
from the first one.
Yeah, I think this is their best Keanu sculpt. that they've
Yeah,
done.
Dean is correct. This is a shotgun.
Man
Now,
can only admit when he's wrong, Dean.
I
will say,
I was looking for it.
owning the first one of my biggest complaints was
Oh,
the
it
way
says
that
shotgun
they
in the thing. Sorry.
yeah
Oh.
the way that they did his like his cheeks where the beard is, it's real light, and in the film his facial hair is very thick and it's it's real dark.
Dark,
And
yeah.
I feel like they've done that same mistake with the sculpt, right? It's very faint, kind of fades into the cheeks there.
It's just
That's
day
really
4
my-
of Just for Men.
I really
Wow.
don't.
How's it going?
I wish it was just a bit darker, which isn't a difficult fix, but this
I do
looks
agree
fucking
with you,
good,
though. If it was
honestly.
a little darker, I think it would be a little sweeter. But this, there's not many figures that I look at and actually consider getting 2 of them. Like, I can't even think of one on hand. But the fact that you can, like, have the 2 different looks for Wick here, he's got the 2 different hair pieces, so you can make it look like a pretty different figure. And I know myself, there's no way that I would either derobe him and re-robe him in the future. Like, if I took his jacket off, that's the way he would sit in my display. Or I figure I could have him kind of without the jacket on in the rain look sort of thing, and then have him like all suited up with the wind flowing through his hair. I think that like both could look like a really cool John Wick display, especially if you don't have any, like me, from the past. The only Keanu Reeves figure I have is my Neo figure, and he looks a little bit more like Justin from Justin's collection than Keanu Reeves. I swear, he looks exactly
Jesus
like
Christ.
him. I love Justin. He looks just like him. So, I want a Keanu Reeves in my collection. I want to see this guy here. But I would consider potentially 2 if the display could look cool for that. I also, really want to talk to Bob Dylan. For those watching, I know a lot of you guys already know Bob Dylan's a huge John Wick guy. And he's got kind of, some of the inside scoops and sources as to where to get some custom Wick stuff like guns and gun racks and all that kind of stuff. So talk to Bob maybe if you're interested in that. But I'm definitely going to get at least one.
Wow.
Yeah, this is cool. I wasn't aware that they were gonna do interchangeable hair pieces. Just from like the pictures that we saw from a while ago, it was always the one that's kind of wild. And I was like, well, it kind of like limits how you display them, but I mean, it's still cool either way. And it's, I think, the best John Wick we've gotten. But the fact that you get both, that's cool. I would have preferred more guns as opposed to nunchucks, a sword, and a bow and arrow. I haven't seen the movie, so these might be super cool. I don't know. But you can always buy 6-scale guns anywhere, eBay, Mercari, like literally anywhere. So that's not a huge deal breaker. I will probably own this because I did own a John Wick, and I was just, even with the upgraded head sculpt, I wasn't super happy with it. And I sold it, but I feel like this will come to my collection.
Yeah, I'm excited. I already ordered this. I already pre-ordered this, so
Wow.
I'm back to dopos, I guess. I love that it comes with 2 hair sculpts because one of the things I would pose up the John Wick from John Wick 2, and it just gives it that extra presence when you can have it like when you have him in a motion pose and his hair is moving. That's pretty sick. So I do love that. I don't know if I'd get 2 of these. I would love to have 2, but I think I might go back and try to track down one from John Wick 2, just so I could have the black suit and then the suit with the white dress shirt. That would be cool to have 2 different ones. And there's some cool, like there's a some cool gun accessories that come with that one that I would want. But I love this release, dude. Freaking sick. I do think in certain pictures the likeness looks weird. I do think it's an improvement from the other one, but in some pictures he looks weird. But maybe that's just the pictures or lighting or whatever. But yeah,
it's interesting. I just sorry, Badfish. Go ahead if you haven't cracked yet. You're good.
If you got a thought, go ahead. I know what I want to.
Someone better talk.
Basically, the only thing I have a couple things real quick, but does anyone think the collar is way too big on the white shirt? Like it looks like really wide.
With the
it's like a Walmart collar.
With the jacket off,
it's a Jordan shirt.
It looks bigger. Yeah.
Obviously, that's why they're doing it with the jacket and vest. They're doing it so it can tuck underneath. I think that's the reason they're doing it. But it looks like he bought a shirt that doesn't fit him to there. But everything else about this figure is really, really good. Like the tailoring on the suit and whatnot otherwise. And yeah, the weapons are interesting. And I love to hear that Eddie's back on the dopo. He's fully back in.
Yeah.
Back, baby.
It was a dip of the toe first. But
Badfish is like, I knew you'd be back.
Yeah, I knew it.
Crawling back.
And I love to hear like a true American. Dean wants more guns, so there you go.
Wow,
Wow,
a
checked all the
Texas
boxes.
American.
he was flashing his guns backstage. That's a little intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Brought my
We're not gonna
brought my
say
guns
what.
trick or treating. I call it blicker treating.
What?
I'm so
Give me the
glad-
fucking candy!
I'm so glad
Eat
I live
something
in
scary.
Canada. Oh my god, I'm so glad.
Well, no, okay, I didn't bring it for like
That
the
sounds horrible.
kids. No, there's-
Obviously.
it's like deer mating season right now, and they're very aggressive.
Oh, the
and,
deer are out.
in my neighborhood, they're like roaming the streets. So
Nobody's
Dude,
gonna
it's
steal
so
my
funny,
candy.
Zach, that you say that, because that is like a reality that we face down here. Deer or boar, and like some people like don't understand that. They're like, oh like Ben, the deer are out. It's like, yeah, dude, they'll fucking come and start.
it's like a
bucking you in the
300-pound,
face.
12-point buck, bro. That motherfucker will rape my
dude.
B8.
We have
So the
deer in
actual-
Canada, and they don't come after us randomly. I don't feel the need to carry a handgun for a
You
deer.
couldn't if you wanted to, Ben.
Pretty
Not
sick.
blessed with
Dude,
these freedoms.
I'd have to invite it in for coffee and let it
I mean,
let
you
it
were
have
at-
dinner. And
You were at Zach's house. They're literally like on the
They're
other
on-
side of his gate.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll
that
fucking
was one of
jump
the-
over and come at
that
you
was-
if they feel like it.
One of the jarring things. The first time I went to Texas, we turned the corner and there was like 5 deer in the middle of the street. It was like 8 crazy nights. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on here?
Look at that. Let's see. Opposite of the Wick, we have the Cane. This one is 260 October to March 2025. October 24 to March 2025. Again, lots of melee weapons, which is accurate from what I can tell. I like this figure. He's got 3 handguns plus a sort of an old-fashioned pistol. He's got that staff with the sword in it, the axe. And then it looks like a phone there, that silver thing. Wondering why it's $10 cheaper. I guess the second hair sculpt,
blind.
maybe. Oh. Jesus. Is he really blind?
Yeah, he's blind in the movie.
in the movie.
Okay.
He's not the actor, but he
What a-
typically plays blind roles, which is interesting.
Did they give him the purrs or no?
No, his eyes just naturally come all crooked. Jesus.
Christ!
After I said it, I was like,
Jesus.
That's when you know a
Christ.
joke is.
which
pretty
brings
good,
me
even
to
when
a
you're
very
like, oh,
serious
fuck.
question that I was
Motion
thinking about the other
detectors.
day.
Thank you, Yomo.
This is a high thought, Ben, and I don't get high. How does a blind dude know when he's done wiping his ass?
He smells the paper.
He gets a bidet.
You still gotta wipe your ass with a bidet.
He smells.
Oh, you wipe your ass with a bidet? Eddie, you're doing it wrong.
You gotta wipe
This is-
after you use it.
this
You gotta
is
check.
just-
No way. No
This
way.
has
You
been
don't-
answered,
You don't.
Eddie,
You
if
think
you
you dry the
Google it.
sidewalk after you
That's-
pressure wash? No, you pressure wash and you're done, bro.
They
Wow.
have those seeing
Oh
eye
my
those seeing eye
God.
dogs. You're okay.
The eye dog
I
cannot
know.
tell them if it's shit on the paper.
Is the dog licking his ass?
Jesus.
This is what happens when we stream after
Little
9.
GIF. Yeah.
After dark, okay?
This has been answered, Eddie. If you are curious,
Really?
It has. Yeah, I'm looking at
absolutely
a video.
it has been. I've heard this. They had a blind guy call in and explain how it works on a show.
To where? Oh,
on a podcast.
How'd he dial the?
Jesus Christ!
But it's like. I mean, if you think about it, if you did it in the dark, how would you know? That's basically the answer.
I don't wipe my ass in the dark.
I mean, if you ever had
The lights have
caught
never
in a
gone out in the
situation-
middle, just randomly.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
like something like
imagining.
that. Exactly.
You know that Parks and Rec, with Andy, where he's like, I just keep wiping and it just keeps coming. It's like a marker,
It's
a
like a
Sharpie
marker.
on it. So imagine being
Wow.
blind and having that issue. God.
But generally, you know
How do
that
they
the
aim?
marker is still going. right?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, let's move on here. Get it or not?
Get it or not?
Get it or
I
not.
did. I pre-ordered that one too.
So Thrawn,
Oh, damn, he's going in.
Thrawn, Kane, and Wick. All right, this might be the first show in a long time that I probably will get multiple figures, and we haven't even talked about everything. There may be like 3 figures that I get from this week's show. Thrawn, I'm not going to buy right away. Wick, certainly going to wait for it, but there's one figure coming up that is going to be purchased very soon by myself. What about you, Dean?
That's not released.
It's a pre-order still.
Get it or not? Thrawn, get it. Wick, get it. I don't know if I like the other Donnie Yen's character, so I can't say whether I'll get it or not. But I think, isn't this the first non-Wick figure we've gotten from a Wick film?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
That's awesome.
as a companion piece, makes sense. But I might just fucking hate the character. I don't know. So I guess we'll see.
For get it or not for me, I would say definitely a get it on the Wick. I'm still on the fence with Thrawn, so right now it's a not. And sorry, what was the other one again? I'm tripping out.
Kane, Wick, and
Kane.
Thrawn.
No. I didn't like Kane's character.
Wow.
I didn't like it. It was unrealistic. It was the most okay. I like the John Wick movies, and I get it that it's supposed to be a little on the unrealistic side. The first one felt very grounded in reality. The second one got a little crazy, but felt like the stakes were high and that he could have survived. The third started to have some okay, he's getting older, he's moving a little slower, he should have gotten taken out. And by the fourth one, I found that there were several scenes where it felt like a bad video game, where the characters kind of huddle all around them, like the bad guys, but then wait for the main character, the hero, to attack first. And it was and with Donnie Yen's character, I won't give any spoilers, but just there were some scenes where it's John Wick had the upper hand, and it should have been over way faster. So I just didn't like that character that much. Yeah, I just he felt like the most unrealistic part of the film, and I expected it to be the other way. So we're not gonna. Yeah, but I love Wick himself. So.
I
That's
love
my hot
that
take for the
character,
day.
dude. I'm almost more excited
canceled on the internet
for-
over here.
I'm almost more excited for Kane than I am for Wick. He's
Really?
he was cool, man. I loved his character, and I love the fact that he's more of I don't want to spoil it, I guess.
Yeah, please,
I guess
please,
I
for love
won't
of God, don't.
go into his character background. But
His motivations by the end, though, I did appreciate, and it did make me like the character more. I will say.
There we go.
Thrawn is a get it. Wick I already got, and Kane I already got, so they're all get it.
Damn,
But,
son, 3's back, baby.
Yeah,
3 for
dude.
3.
I'm excited. Very cool.
back,
I didn't.
baby.
Someone said cheer it in the chat, and I was like, oh fuck, I didn't even notice it was cheer it. That's dope.
What about you, Badfish?
I would say get it for Thrawn, because like I was saying, I think I'm in on the whole Ahsoka line with all those Rebels characters, and then I'm not a big enough John Wick fan, so not for the other two. I've only seen the first 2 movies. I haven't seen the third or fourth yet, so I just not enough of a connection.
There we go.
Since you mentioned other characters, Dean, I would love to get the hotel owner or
Also,
whatever.
Oh, he passed away though. This could be difficult.
Wow, spoilers, dude.
No, in real life.
He did in real
them.
life?
I was gonna say, I think
Yeah.
this means in real life.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, time out. Are you
No.
talking about
That guy would be
the,
cool too. The black
I'm
dude.
sorry, I'm talking about the front desk person.
Yeah, the black guy.
You're talking about the Mexican dude, right?
Is he Mexican? The dude with the long hair, the hotel
Come on,
owner.
Jonathan. Yeah,
That guy.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know if he died in the movie or in real life, so ignore that comment by me.
Real quick, the glasses on Kane, they actually looked really good compared to some of the glasses we get on 6 scale. They actually look really great.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
People were. I saw someone annoyed that the glasses are not removable.
Winston. There we go.
Winston, yeah. And it would have been cool to have the glasses removable, but it's also cool that they're just kind of fixed there. I don't know that I'd pose him with the glasses off very often anyway.
The only thing I'm worried though is that the last Matrix figure, Matrix 4 Revolutions figure of Neo we saw, his glasses looked a lot better and cooler in the prototype, and then when we got him, it looked like he stole them from some like 80-year-old biddy.
That's true.
It's true.
And so there was a big downgrade in my opinion on the glasses with that. I hope they do not with this, because I feel like it is a key element of the character and the figure. So
There we go. How does he aim the gun if he's blind?
he uses he uses like echolocation
Daredevil.
in a sense.
He's like,
And like sonic charges.
I see.
Like a fucking pigeon?
Yeah, there you
I
go.
feel like more like a bat than a pigeon. Is it a do pigeons do that?
No, but
I don't know, I
the
couldn't make a
noise
bat
Zach
noise.
made is a pigeon. That's
Macready the Thing.
McCready.
by
Oh my goodness. I have to correct you.
McCready. Yeah,
RJ
you know,
McCready.
it's funny. I did think
Data?
when I was making
Data?
the show sheet, it was the way you pronounced it, and then I had Google read it to me, and it pronounced it how I said
McCready.
it. But, yeah, it sounds much more.
Sounds
It's
like
been
a
a while since I've
software
seen the movie.
program.
$265 for the the timed exclusive. $235 for the regular. You can get the exclusive for between now and November 10th. You know, to me, this looks like a NECA figure in terms of the paint quality, and that's not a bad thing necessarily, but I think where it kind of loses me is like the price, right? Like this is priced, you know, you could basically get the Kane or the Wick for this, right? For this price. And I don't think that the quality is there. Now,
Sorry,
obviously,
what did-
Mondo's starting from a much lower point in terms of like the realism. So I don't fault them for what this is, and you know, it seems like they did put a lot of effort into this. You get 2 guns, 2 portraits. The timed exclusive has 2 of the different thing forms. It is faux leather, which I don't love. I think we should be advocating for premium leather accessories. You also get the flamethrower, but yeah, this, I don't know. Also, Aaron says the jacket, his head could fit in the front pocket. I have to go back and look if that's accurate, but
No, he's saying it's not a very good fit on that jacket. Like it's too puffy, it's too big.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it's the right scale.
what is he saying? I like the face that it could fit his head in that. I'm thinking he's talking about the pocket too, though. It's a huge pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like, to me, I still see Mondo like in my eyes like it should be like $180, right? Like I don't think this is.
I missed what you said the price was, buddy.
$265 for this version, and then minus the 2 thing characters, $235.
That sucks. I said if it was a nickel more than $245, then it would be overpriced. And I honestly still feel that way. As much as I love RJ McCready, like I think he's a badass character. If it's been a while since you've seen the film, there's a lot of shit that happens in that movie, and I'm so
it's a fucking
happy.
Wild film.
I'm so happy they gave you the flame thrower, because, like, honestly, like he burns a lot of creatures in there. The sled dog is one of the indications that the thing is kind of among them, and it's that first bit of like, oh shit, this thing can take other forms. Then the Norris head that has like the spider legs coming out of it. Hopefully this isn't a spoiler for too many people, because it's a really old movie, but there's a part where McCready, or one of them, I think it's McCready, is burning one of the bodies of like what he knows to be the thing, and the head detaches and tries to run away as the body's being burned to try and save its own life, and that's why it's here. So like, to me, as an exclusive accessory piece, like the exclusives here are, in my opinion, necessary because it actually tells the story of the film, not only just through the sled dog, but also through, again, that Norris head sculpt. It's crazy. I think it's very cool, but I agree with you, Zach. It does look like a NECA figure. If this was a NECA figure, I would buy it like right now. I think it would be that cool, but
the NECA, they make one of this character, and it's amazing.
I would be worried a little bit that if you put this beside some of your other 6-scale offerings, especially now that we're seeing such quality, like that Thrawn head sculpt earlier, like that looks insane. It looks like the actor in makeup. This, while I definitely see the likeness to Kurt Russell, it does not quite hit that paint scheme quality. I think 245 should have been the max price on this. I do agree that I think it's just a little. It's pushing it. It's pushing it a little bit. What did you say the standard release was without the exclusive?
235. Also, happy Halloween, Calvin.
Yeah, happy Halloween, buddy. I said 210. I figured would be it. So.
And I think this is a good point, right? Like Alvin's saying, when are you going to ever get this license in 6 scale ever again? I think that's a great point. Mm-hmm. When we had that in-art discussion, we had wanted in-art to start pushing into their lines that haven't had a ton of things made from them. There's so many good films, right? Like one-off films. I guess this technically isn't a one-off anymore with the sequel, but there's so many classic 80s, 90s films that don't have figures for them. Even early 2000s films like Gladiator that don't have a licensed character film figures for. That I still think there's so much meat on the bone for in-art rather than having to re-up and redo figures that have been done to death, right? Like Joker and other characters like that. Eddie, what do we think about this?
I hear you guys' point on the head sculpts. I see Kurt Russell. I do think that it lacks like that depth in skin paint that Hot Toys really executes on. And it does look like a scaled up NECA. I thought it was the NECA when I first saw it on Instagram. And the jacket doesn't look like the best tailored fit jacket in the world. It looks like
it's like a Barbie jacket.
Yeah, kind of. It does. It doesn't look like a 1/6 scale. Like it sits well. It kind of throws it off a little bit. So that's kind of sucks. Where I think the paint really lacks is the hands. In the pictures, the hands look like toy hands, and at least the head looks a little bit better painted, but the hands really stand out. So I don't know if that's just
especially for 6 scale. I like the skinny wrist pegs and everything. I'd be weird even about breakage.
Yeah, and so that stands out to me. So that, and then the boots, I don't know if it has a cut there, but if it doesn't, you're not really going to be able to do much. It'd probably be even hard to stand without the stand. But it is cool that they're doing. I love when we get 1/6 scale figures from stuff that isn't Marvel, Star Wars, or DC. Like, that's what I'm about. I love one-off movies and stuff. So that's really awesome. I've never seen The Thing though, so that's definitely one I need to go back.
It's a good movie.
I have
an
an
all-time movie.
Don't feel bad.
The sequel, not fucking good though. I could not get through the sequel.
It's a sequel?
Yeah, it was like a Netflix. I think it might have been straight to. Maybe it was in the theaters. I'm pretty sure it was.
One video game that I had though back in the day was The Thing for PS2, and that was a badass video game considering its PS2 era. It's hard, it's scary, but I remember when I beat that game, that was one of those games back in the day for me as like a kid that like when you get through it, you legitimately kind of sit back and feel like you accomplished something. I felt the same thing with Resident Evil 2, and yeah, The Thing was awesome. Wow.
Yeah, this movie is all time. But I'm pretty much in consensus with all of you. I feel like the sculpt is there. Like, it does look like Kurt Russell in that close-up. But the paint, like, it's just not on par with stuff we're seeing in the 6 scale. I mean, even third parties, Mars Toys' paint has been pretty good.
Reminds me of like what
Soo Toys, same thing.
This reminds me, of like a NECA or like a Black Series quality, like, it's
got like a weird
good
printing.
enough. Yeah, it's good enough, but it's not, like you said, in the day and age now, like you can take a picture of some of these figures and you might think it's a photo of the actor, right?
Yeah. So this is it's cool to see, but at the same time it's almost disappointing. Like, oh fuck, like this would have been something I really wanted. At 250 or 260, no way. I think 200 with the accessories would have been cool. Like, okay, like some incentive to spend $200. You, like Ben said, it completes the story, right? You really only need a thing and Kurt Russell, right? But yeah, even without those pieces, I think this is like $100, $150, $160 figure tops. But how much was it without the accessories?
$235.
Yeah,
So,
there's just no way.
I mean, the thing is, Dean, though, like we've seen price escalation quite a bit, right? Like we're seeing even just the other Mondo animated series figures that don't necessarily pay for likeness rights, I'd imagine, going at still kind of that 205 to I think even 35, like the Sabretooth Mondo figure, because it's like it's a big hunk of plastic, right? So with this even having soft touch materials, likely likeness rights to Kurt Russell, like there's some things that I can see why the price was creeping up there, but I do think accessibility is a thing for collectors right now. And while, you know, one of the commenters mentioned like who else is going to do this, I agree with that. There's been some great customs that have been sent to me actually since I did my video even yesterday. Some really cool collectors out there have made their own. But like you got to make these things more accessible or people will just kind of choose to pass. And then I'd be worried we won't see other cool stuff in the future either. So it's like, I feel like they got to try and keep it down a little bit. X06 has been able to do licensed Star Trek figures, and the majority of their lines, some of them are shit, but the majority of the lines are still pretty decent likenesses to those characters. And even those are still only coming in at about 220, 240 at the most. The one that had the Klingon that had the rooted hair, he was 265 or 270, something like that, but he had rooted hair and everything. Like, so I think that they've asked for too much on this, but I do see why there's some creep up a bit, at least above 165.
Yeah, I think if this is a movie that you honestly love and is, you know, like I said, this is an all-time movie even for someone like a passing fan. But if this is a movie that, like, you know, shaped your childhood or shaped like your love for film, I can see why somebody would want to spend that. Like, okay, like I'll spend the money. Mm-hmm. But you don't want to just get those fans to buy your product, right? You want most people to buy it. And at that price point, I just don't see it happening.
It's like Bucky's sweater. I love that Bucky sweater. If it hadn't been $30, I might have said no, but they got me marketing their advertising. It's now in my screen grabs on the channel as my Bucky sweater.
Wow.
I love
there
that.
There you go.
Got a little bit of nut in him. Badfish, go ahead.
I haven't seen this either, but Jesus, that head thing is terrifying. But
you haven't seen it either?
No, I do. I
Movie
do
of the
eventually want
week.
to check it
Yeah,
out.
we should
Movie of the
movie
week
this soon.
Yeah, I think Zach hits it on the right on the head there with like the 180 price point for Mondo. That's what I kind of see them as. Is it's hard for me to see pulling the trigger on any of these, even though some of them look really cool. The closest one I'd come to is the Spider-Man they teased. I don't even think they've actually.
Okay, I will be getting that regardless of the price point. So
yeah,
I've always said don't fucking take what I say seriously here.
But yeah, there's always that exception. Just like Dean was saying, if this is your thing, I mean, it's not a terrible price, but I just think that's the thing that stands out the most to me. But the jacket definitely is a little puffy, but I feel like this is kind of almost in a way some of their strongest stuff because the way the soft goods go with they look less Marvel Legends here, I guess, like with the pants and everything, and the jacket would look better if maybe the pockets were just smaller.
I did look at screenshots and the pockets are quite large. I wouldn't say this is super inaccurate. They're not meant to be like little shirt pockets. They are just quite large.
It just reminds me of like those old school like 1980s GI Joes, where it's like, the outfit fits the figure, but like not well.
I do still kind of like the jacket though. I don't know, but I this is kind of the coolest looking thing from Mondo. Other than that, what was that big beast, that big orange beast man that they did? I think it was Beast Man.
The most recent HeMan release,
Yeah, HeMan. I couldn't remember what series it's from. I just don't.
Wow.
Never saw that. But yeah, those two are like the coolest thing. This and that are the coolest things I've seen from them.
Very good. This may be the single greatest figure announcement known to mankind. Cowboy Bebop 1/6 scale Spike Spiegel by 3-0 in their Fig Zero line. This one is a fucking astounding $150, releasing Q1 2024. I will be buying this. This is 1000% coming to the collection. To put this into perspective, the Figuarts is, I think, like twice this cost to get it now. It's such a expensive figure. It's almost like a $300 used figure.
You have it, don't you?
I do.
Nice.
This is incredible. It's been a while, so I recognize the guns, and I think is that a lighter? And then I don't know what these two pieces of paper are supposed to be, but you get the
Big fan.
martial arts hands. You get different face plates. You get what seems to be a very posable body. I hope it doesn't have like those long-term fragile issues. I keep getting nightmares of like dealing with the anime style bodies from Medicom. Yeah. I granted 3-0 is a much higher tier company in my opinion, but this is fucking incredible. I will own this. This is just one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, people tend to really like the Fig Zero line. They've done a lot of Naruto figures. They're doing Chainsaw Man. They did what was the other one?
Chainsaw Girl?
Kaizen or something. I forgot, but people like the line.
It's the cigar and the lighter. Yeah, so I was right there.
Nice.
But what is that other thing? That big piece of paper?
But $150? That's crazy. That's a there you go. What is
Oh, is
that?
his wallet? Is that his wallet? Or his data pad?
It's been forever since I watched the show.
Bro, this looks so fucking good. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
Spike Spiegel's a really cool guy. It's a really cool anime character. I like Cowboy Bebop as much as the next guy. I wouldn't say it's probably in my top 5 anime, but it's probably top 10. I will probably own this at some point, but I'm not tripping over myself to get it. I think it's cool. But $150 blew my mind. When it popped up, I was like, oh man, I got to show this to Zach. And I was like, oh, I wonder how much it's going to be. Because, you know, if something's too expensive, I don't care who you are. It's just, you know, it's like, that's cool, but I'm not going to get it. And when I saw $150, I was like, oh my God, I need to show Zach this right now. And as I was typing it in the chat, you were like, bro, did you just see what popped up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is cool. I like it a lot.
Wow, this is I know you guys aren't big anime guys, but this
Badfish might be.
Now, if they made more characters in Faye Valentine, God, what's his partner's name? Ed, and then Ein, and then the other guy. What's his name? Oh, it's
Vine.
Please don't ever do that.
I don't know that too.
Jet Black, I think is his name.
Jet. Yeah.
Jet, there you go. And I'm so fucking glad. Look, I'm sure John Chow is a great human being, but I'm so fucking glad this wasn't the live action. This is incredible. Badfish, do you have anything you want to say about this? I'm not sure if you're a
I like his
Bebop
name, but no, I don't know this
Man.
show. No,
Okay, it might just be a me and Zach thing, but yeah.
I know the show, but I
Heos Jupiter Kid just says, "Did you like the live action?" I tried to watch it. I couldn't get into it.
It's so
and
awful.
then I didn't watch it, but I watched the ending scene where Ed is screaming Spike Spiegel, and it fucking made me want to kill myself. So
the Ed scene was so cringy, I couldn't get through it. I was like, nope, I'm not watching this.
I'm gonna pull it up right now. I need to pull it up.
I don't know if the likeness is like super great, but like it gets the point across pretty well. And again, going from 2D to 3D is so difficult. In terms of anime figures, that I'm not faulting it.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Yeah,
I hate it, bro. I didn't know Spike Spiegel was Asian until this live action. I thought he was a white dude.
I do like the shape of like the character, like the figure's body though. Like I think the narrow legs and like it feels very anime. I think they did a really good job there. And I also like how it's got like the faceplate swap, but it gives it like a little bit of hair on the face as well, just to give it that depth. I think that's really cool. It's really, really cool. Jedi Night's Watch. I'm the only one that dressed up. You hate to see it, buddy. You hate to see it.
Dead to me. Get your boy, Ben. Just kidding. This is the Sideshow Unforgiven William Money 1/6 scale figure released in Q4 2024. This one comes in at $290, which they're these figures by Sideshow, they are expensive, and it's got to be like the Clint Eastwood license. Yeah. Because even, it just seems like these kind of figures are very expensive. I don't know. Yeah. It's not really, in my opinion, related to the quality. It's just got to be, I think, the naming rights.
Yeah, people seem to like them. I really wanted the Dirty Harry, and it was just too expensive. I was like, for what you get, there's just no way. And I love Dirty Harry. I just bought a 44 Magnum. Like, he's so cool. Dirty Harry is awesome. The Man with No Name, or Blondie, or whatever you want to call him. This was our movie of the week not that long ago. This is a fantastic movie. Yeah.
But what movie?
Unforgiven. Remember his with
Tombstone. I remember doing
is it Morgan Freeman? No, it's not Morgan Freeman. It's is it Morgan Freeman?
Movie of the week?
Yeah.
Where the yes. The prostitute gets beat up in the beginning, right? Or she gets killed or something?
Yeah. And
Oh, I didn't realize this was that guy.
Yeah, this is a great movie of the week.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
I remember this film.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. Great character. He's kind of a reluctant hero because he did some fucked up shit in his past. And he's kind of thrust into this revenge scheme.
I like the way you said that.
I don't like the way you said thrust.
What do you mean?
Thrust.
You got real.
I got excited.
Thrust.
I reached for my bag of chocolate nuts in that particular moment.
Thrust them into your mouth.
Thrusting's nuts in your
All
mouth.
right.
Yeah, so like they include the liquor, which he is like he had a problem with it in the past, and he's like not drinking anymore. But then he's like, I gotta fucking kill a bunch of people. I'm just gonna fucking start drinking. So that's a cool inclusion.
Makes sense.
I think the figure looks fantastic, but god damn, that price point is just so bad. Like, I want these figures. I like Clint Eastwood's movies. I like his characters. I mean, that's 3 figures right there that I would pick up, and I just can't justify spending almost, not including tax and shipping, the $300 on them. It just kind of bums me out. But I did want to include it because it's movie of the week, and now we're seeing a figure from it. So
Alvin says Sideshow Cad Bane costs more than Hot Toys. They're priced more because it's branded Sideshow. Could be. Anyone else want to take a crack at this?
Other than the fact I think it looks just like him. I mean, I think the face sculpt there is actually pretty good. The likeness is solid. And I do like the whiskey bottle or whatever it is, like the accessories that come with it. I think that's kind of cool. I like that it looks like you poured it. I think that's fun. So I think it's cool. It's a good figure. Sorry, I missed the price though. Did you say?
$290.
Yeah, see, like, to me, like, this is only $30 more expensive than that Mondo figure we saw, and I think the likeness here is even stronger. And the fit, the cut and the sew seems better. So it's like, I don't know.
To that
$290
point, though,
is still kind of high, though, isn't it?
It's
like,
$20 more than the
still
Wick.
Feels kind of high. Yeah. Okay.
$35 more than the Thrawn. So
yeah, it feels high.
not only that, Zach, but that's after the Sideshow tax. So those figures are even cheaper.
Yeah, from overseas. Yeah,
yeah.
That's I'm gonna give you a point for that. That's a good one.
Also, the hands are really nice. They look really good. With the paint and whatnot. But and also go back. I think a picture too. Look at that neck. Look at that neck there. That old neck.
Got that
they
ball
really
sack.
Got
neck.
it. Look at that. Yeah,
like
especially on the left. Yeah.
Yeah. The more I look at this figure, I'm like, fuck. Like it's
look at
so
that one on the
good.
left.
Like, this figure looks fantastic.
That's a good neck.
Okay.
Wow. Jesus, Badfish, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's like
you say you don't see that really on the figure. You know what I mean? Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Badfish is a neck man.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there's an like 12-inch Boost Stream says Eastwood tax, because I know he's pretty heavily involved in the making of these figures. There's some, I think, behind the scenes you could watch on like their YouTube channel, I believe.
Is he though?
Yeah, he like tours the. He goes into
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, but does he
This is
participate?
pleather, right?
It seemed like the video that I saw, he was more like with the
Yes.
final figures, not like on the cutting room floor. Like,
They're like, hey, look what we made for you.
how's the neck?
I wanna inspect
Make sure you get this fold in my neck.
You feeling lucky, punk?
I felt like it was kind of like how Sylvester Stallone is with his. It's like they send him samples, and it's like, well, this is good, this isn't good, and you know, like he's.
I mean, his
not-
figures came out kind of busted though. Too.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
They were pretty bad. They had a lot
Kinda
of potential.
busted.
But
They were really-
so far, Clint Eastwood's have been pretty good. Like I said, they're very well received. People do love them. I mean, his movies are fucking classics and iconic in their own right. So, yeah, this is. The more I look at it, the more I really want it, and I'm just like, fuck, like $290 is just so. Maybe I'll try to find it used or something, but yeah, it's. I just wanted to include it.
Look at that. What a guy.
I need to go back and watch old Clint Eastwood movies. I've only ever seen Gran Torino and like his newer stuff. I haven't
like
seen,
Gran Torino.
when he
Like, I
was
felt-
younger.
Dirty Harry, the
a
whole
lot of,
series.
lot of
Didn't-
words.
First
Gran
Kane and
Torino
now
was-
Gran
yeah,
Torino,
man.
Ben.
I'm sorry, I didn't like it. I tried. I watched it by
Because
myself
I didn't
though.
dress up.
Kind
Is that
of.
what
A little bit.
I think Eddie
Do you know how much I sacrificed?
I feel like I feel like Eddie just likes racism a little bit more than Ben does.
I think I'm with
racism.
Ben. That movie was
I'm
meh.
saying?
I don't know. It was okay. I just thought it would be better. So many, again, it was one of those movies people told me how good it was, and then I watched it and I was like,
Yeah.
I felt
Did you
kind of
see
bored.
Million Dollar Baby?
Yeah, I love
That's
Million
a
Dollar
good
Baby.
fucking movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Okay,
I think those two
fell
movies
asleep
are like
twice
pretty
trying to
side by
watch
side.
that.
Yeah, I
Wait,
thought that
what
was a
did you
great
just
one.
say, Badfish?
I fell asleep twice trying to watch $1 Million Baby.
Jesus.
Because that's the
Christ,
one. What
Badfish.
was the girl's name in that movie again? I forget.
Baby?
Snooze fest.
Oh, baby.
Or maybe
it
I'm
is.
thinking of
I
a different
remember
one. Maybe no, like the actress's name.
Oh, she's the one in. They talk about her in The Office.
She has the big lips. Right?
Oh, the one who is she hot?
Yeah,
Hillary Swank?
Hillary
Swank.
Swank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was a good movie. Yeah.
that. She's
What do you got?
overrated, by the way.
Have you seen his newest movie, The Mule? He has like a threesome
Yes.
in that movie.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's
The
like, bro,
neck,
this
bro.
motherfucker's like 90. There's no way he's gonna get a threesome.
He's directing
Hey,
too. He's like, yeah, can
good.
we're gonna get threesome in the scene.
Some
Three
really good
Viagra.
medication out there, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Hugh Hefner, he went for a pretty long time himself.
He was
I
having
saw a
20
movie
sums.
where Ana de Armas got her nipple sucked by a dude. Bro, I'd be doing like 1,000 takes of that scene. Like, sorry, I messed up. My bad. Bro, I wouldn't be getting that scene right ever.
Nipples are kind of dry. Can we get some?
I don't know. I just keep coughing right in the middle of the take. I'm so sorry.
Oh, so sorry.
Crazy. I'm not getting much from her. I need her to put a little more in.
Eddie.
Oh my god.
Sideshow announced in It, the movie Pennywise. I believe this is the original TV / film version, which is very exciting. Seems
It
like we're
is,
getting
yeah.
a lot of It stuff, but it's nice to finally get the Tim Curry version. I will say it's cool that they teased this on Halloween, but they had a whole fucking year to get this done and
Dude.
show us something cool on Halloween. To me, this seems like a little bit of a letdown. I would have liked to have seen a teaser of the figure.
This is dope.
Yeah.
To get this version of it when we have like, I guess we don't have a ton of the other one. We have a lot of 1/12 scale ones and then 2 1/6, but this is my preferred It movie. So
Same.
and an amazing actor. So which I don't know how many 1/6 scale figures he has. This might be his first.
Tim Curry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
He's not like one of those classic Dracula or something like that. I don't remember.
I mean, he was in what's that called?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah.
Frankenfurter.
Okay, let me ask you this because I'm totally oblivious to this. How do we know this is the Tim Curry one?
The logo.
And the colors
Okay.
of the balloons.
And the balloons, I
They
guess.
said it, I think, in their announcement too.
I don't read those things, so.
It was on
Wow.
like the video when they did the announcement.
If they even try to compete with the newest version of it, that wouldn't even make sense within art. And
Yeah, you're completely right.
Makes sense.
To me, this is a smart move. Like Danny says, you got to zag when everyone's zigging, and
The fact that it's Shy Show did make me say ew.
Shy Show.
Shy Show?
Oh no, here we go.
It did make me say a little.
I think
little
Danny
bit of ew.
says
Wow.
you gotta zig
I
when
slur my
everyone's
words
Zach.
sometimes.
I think that's
how dare you when everyone's zags?
I will say,
Okay.
Sideshow's
Eddie. I
horror
like
figures are usually pretty good. They're usually pretty well received. What do you
Dude,
mean people-
so since
the
I
bodies
started
used to
helping
be
the
pretty
guys
rough.
at Frankenstein's, I got to see like figures that I don't normally like get a mess with, and the Jason, the Freddy, and the Michael, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Yeah,
Leatherface.
people
All of
love
those
the
figures are
Leatherfaces.
really good, dude. Really good figures.
Yeah. The
All the
Leatherfaces
Sideshows.
people really like.
Messed up Star Wars.
Also, the Scream
Yeah,
figure.
they didn't help. Star Wars. Yeah, Scream. Yeah.
Is he just called Scream? I don't know what he's called. Ghostface.
Ghostface, yeah.
Ghostface Killer.
I do know what he's called.
I saw a lot of people dressed up as Scream today.
Probably because
Yeah, the new movie is
Scream
out.
6.
Oh, is there? Okay, I don't watch these things. Let's
Didn't do
see
your
here.
homework, bro.
No, I don't want to.
Zach, you should watch Let's Get Nuts, bud. We cover these things.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
bud.
hate to see it, Ben. You hate-
I've always said that I don't watch other shows because I like. my
You should
things to be
watch
fresh.
Let's Get Nuts just to see Thomas's Halloween picks.
Oh
'Cause
man,
that-
there's some good
Ooh, I
ones.
want to go back and
Dude.
watch those.
Rocky
can
Horror
s-
Picture Show, dude.
If Classy's still in the chat, let me know if it's cool if I send them right now, and I'll send them to Zach while we talk about this figure.
Vampire Hunter. I want to say that we had talked about this being teased, and so we finally get to see it. This is Wesley Snipes' Blade. This one is 166, released in Q4 2024. This is pricing on KG Hobby. I think this has a lot of potential to be fucking incredible. Like, that posability there, pretty fucking solid. I don't think there's many 1/6 scale figures that can pose like that in pants like this. So credit where credit is due. I believe this is a leather jacket, from what I've been told.
Yeah.
Portraits look excellent. You got the expressive face. You also have the neutral face, tattoos on the back of the neck, lots of weapons, and the alternate jacket. This, I'll be honest, like, I'm not the biggest Blade fan, but this is just so fucking cool. I think the teeth need some work, though. I don't like the way the teeth look. They look very cheap.
Yeah, it says genuine leather coat right there, Zach.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this has some strong potential, I think.
Yeah, 2 portraits, a ton of accessories, a big ass trench coat, a relatively complex outfit for $166. I mean, you love to see it. And people love Blade. I'm with you, Zach. I'm not like the biggest Blade fan. I've seen the movies, but
You guys are all hitting me. Pain. It's a lot
but
of pain tonight.
I've seen some really bad Wesley Snipe like
That's how I feel when Eddie says you don't need the pants prints.
I think this actually looks pretty close to Wesley Snipes. I don't know if it's 100%, but I would say like a solid like B minus. But if you
good
need them
for a
on the
third-party
shelf,
one.
it's pretty good. Yeah, exactly. Like it's $166. Like, come on.
And this, luckily, the glasses always help, right? So
I think this is more than a B minus, but because I kind of felt that score was suited for like that Present Toys one that we'd seen, which was pretty good, especially
Yeah.
with the glasses on. It looked decent. Whereas with this one, I was actually kind of taken aback a little bit with that sculpt picture on the left without the sunglasses. It does look like a young Wesley Snipes. I think the only criticism that I've had for So lately has just been how long they're taking to get some of these figures out the door.
Homelander's 3 fucking years.
Yeah, and I know some people still didn't like totally love the Homelander one, like that it seemed like it took maybe a bit of a downgrade from what we saw with Proto. So like I think the trust is just a little cracked. I don't think that I wouldn't say that it's broken, but I think it's just a little cracked. So hopefully we start seeing some expedited figures coming into our collection here, and that the quality stays still pretty good, because I love So as a way to fill up the collection a little bit with figures that we might not see revisited. I guess the only other concern I would have, though, is that, Hot Toys is notorious for hitting the reissue button, especially on licenses that are getting pretty old, things that are 10 years plus older, maybe you're approaching 10 years, depending on the last time we got the Blade figure. I wouldn't be totally surprised if we saw a reissue of Blade just so that Hot Toys gets to keep that license in their slot. So, something to consider. We've been getting a lot of Blades. Wouldn't be surprising if Hot Toys threw their hat in the ring. And I think collectors would sell these Blades to get a Hot Toys one.
I love this. I pre-ordered this already.
Jesus.
Wow.
They dropped some heat this week, man. They dropped some sick ass shit that we don't normally get.
Or Eddie's wallet, bro.
I pre-ordered this with KG Hobby. If you guys want a good place to pre-order Soo Toys figures, but another cool thing to mention is the Present Toys one is Blade 2, and this is his outfit from Blade 3. So you technically could get both and have different looks, or mix and match weapons and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know if the first Hot Toy or the Hot Toy Blade is from Blade 1, so you kind of got all three movies if you have the old Hot Toy and you don't want to spend I think that thing goes for like $800 now. So, but I think it's really good. The likeness I thought it was great, and then I sent some pictures to my brothers and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, the likeness is a little off." And I was like, now the more I look, I'm like, I guess it's a little off. It's around a B plus, B minus, whatever. It's a B. But luckily, I think the shades always help with that. So, and I love that we're getting more expressive sculpts. I like to see companies take risks with the expressive stuff, even though it doesn't always pay off. I like having them. So it looks like your weapon there, Dean. I was looking. I was like, I just saw this.
I wish I had a laser mount. That'd be cool.
The quick question I haven't seen this in so long. What's the little blade accessory with the zigzag wire at the bottom?
Oh, that's so when he hits the button on his
knife shootout?
it shoots out
Yeah.
So it's like a grapple knife kind of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the sculpt on this is really strong from my memory of it. I haven't seen a side-by-side or anything, but the price is just literally blew me away, though. That's insane. What I think you said 165. Yeah, genuine leather. 2 sculpts.
Genuine leather?
Yeah,
that's got to be a thing.
That's how I say it too. That's
genuine
how I say it too.
leather.
It's genuine leather.
Genuine.
I only say genuine when I'm talking about pony. So I never say genuine otherwise.
He's genuine. He's genuine.
You guys sound like you're from Texas. Genuine leather.
Wow. Zach, check messenger, please.
But yeah, are you gonna get the present? You said Present Toys is making.
I didn't pre-order it, but now that I'm noticing they're from different movies, and I do like the vest from Blade 2 more, I kind of want to get it now.
Yeah, the mix and matching weapons cool.
Yeah.
They have leather too, right? Real leather?
thought I could have swore when theirs released, it said genuine leather too with theirs. So, and Alvin said which one's better. To me, neither are 100% on the likeness. They're both off. I think if I had to choose one, I think the Soo Toys likeness is slightly better, but I don't think Present Toys is far off. So I'm excited. Excited as hell, man.
12-inch Mooshreen says they might release this in 2030.
Jesus
yeah, that's don't bring me down, guys. What the hell?
That's good. That's a good.
Don't bring me down.
Let's see here. Unsullied by sponsorship tonight, but we are talking Halloween. Everyone had a good Halloween. Everyone stayed safe tonight.
I don't
no
really
one did
do
the
much.
devil's lettuce.
Ben's doing it now.
I would say this year. So I was kind of bummed last year. I felt like not a lot of people were trick or treating. I don't know why. And it was our first year here, so I wasn't sure if that was what to expect. But holy fuck, bro! Was it last year? There was so many people trick or treating today. It was fucking awesome. And as a young adult myself, as a young homeowner, I think it's great to see, like, it was a lot of high school kids today. And I remember, like, when I was in high school, like, it's kind of like not a thing to go trick-or-treating, and, you know, everyone was doing questionable things. So I think it's great. You know, those kids are, you know, having fun trick-or-treating. They're not doing, there's worse things kids that age could be doing. So I thought it was nice to see all the kids out today, and then all the little kids, you know, all the little cute little costumes. And it was funny. There was people trick-or-treating with like babies, right? And I'm like, okay, motherfucker, this candy's for you. This kid can't even eat solid food yet.
Wow.
No way. There's no fucking way. And
you
the
turn them down?
weather, no, of course not. The weather today was beautiful. I had 3D printed, well, the weather was beautiful. And then second thought, I 3D printed these little keychains and was passing them out. There was ghost and pumpkin keychains. And at my
that's
daughter's
cool.
school, I brought packs of the Pokemon Trick or Trade. So she was like the cool kid today, because all her class and all her after school program got packs. So it was really cool to participate in all that.
Wow,
We
rich
have some
dad,
pictures here. No, they're like $20 for like 50 packs. So I asked the panel to show us their favorite Halloween costumes. I got my Homelander costume from 2020.
Oh,
Love this
dude, you
thing.
should have brought it out. What the hell?
So costumes are like really made pretty poorly. This was like, you know, something you would get like at a, you know, like a Party City or whatever. So
Yeah.
the sleeves like started unraveling like after the first time I wore it, and there was something with I think it ripped like right here. But yeah,
this is
was
a
fun.
great episode. This is right when I started watching CW, actually. And I remember Zach, like, he took one for the team, wore his Homelander outfit, and I remember, was that the first time I heard Gooch Grease?
Yeah.
You were like, it's all sweat under here.
Yeah,
that was a good
exactly.
episode.
Also, I'm a bit offended because I thought you started watching before that, but we'll forgive that.
That was 2020, right?
Yeah, October 2020, the end of 2020.
Yeah, my first show was Christmas 2020, and I had only started watching you guys I told you, COVID
Actually, that's
made
3
me
years.
find the channel. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I forgive you. Here's Ben's costume.
Jesus.
Look at that. Look at that.
I mean, I still really like Batman, obviously. Anyways,
Bro, that guy on the right, that's Elon Musk.
So, I used to work for a bank call center, and so there was a professional photographer friend of mine walking around, and I was mid mortgage call when this photo was snapped of me. I think I got the chin for it. I think it looks pretty good with it. Shave my beard, I could be Batman again.
Bro, you shaved your head.
I say, look at the buzz.
Yeah,
Look at that bald fucking head at the top.
I know. I used to shave my head all the time. It was crazy. So I had very short hair.
If this person is a professional photographer,
I mean, I edited on Instagram.
We could do better than this photo, but
That's a pretty damn good photo, man.
This is just a photo where this doesn't speak to me though.
Ben's mid call informing somebody about to lose their home. And
They're like, hey, your mortgage interest is actually quadrupling next year. You actually physically can't afford your house. Oh, hang on. You should have done that cheesy smile like the other one.
It's a trick. You got tricked.
There's no treat. You just got tricked.
And then if you missed Let's Get Nuts on the weekend, I did talk a little bit about the other one, but when you think of Batman, you don't think of Batman with a winter coat on. Okay, you just don't. And I remember throwing an absolute fit in this picture on the left with me as a little kid, because it was cold. I used to live in southwestern Ontario. We get a lot of snow there, especially by October 31st. I heard Dean say the other day, I think it was, that it's like it's not winter at Halloween, and I'm like, it freaking is here. It's like we're getting pounded with snow.
Bro, it was like 35 degrees this morning.
Insane.
It's cold as fuck today.
So for me,
fall in most places. That's not.
So for me, I got this badass Batman costume and had to wear a winter jacket over it. I was so pissed. So I got this photo while I was still happy, but I was later pissed, I should say. So and that's back when I used to live out on a dirt road, so you'd have to drive for about 15 minutes until you got to the next house and just hope that they give you like half a box of candy, or you come back with a pretty sad looking pillowcase, I will say.
Wow. Ben, so you do the like the online stuff, right, for like dating now? Right?
Well, I mean, like I signed up for an app for it. Yeah.
Why are you calling out Ben on the show live?
Hang on. There's a follow-up. There's a
Let
punchline.
him get to
Eddie.
his point.
Okay.
Please tell me your pickup line today was dick or treat.
It was not to go treat.
Okay, well, you failed me.
He's like, it was dick is treat.
I like to
Dick
I like
and
to
treat.
I like to meet ladies with respect and kindness, and yes, not
And
dicks or
surprise
treats.
with the Magnum. He likes to surprise them.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
I should have never told you guys that story.
Man, you got that little boy on a trash can. Why is he on a trash can?
Oh yeah, he is on a trash can.
Oh, I didn't. Was that
He
you? Eddie?
wanted to be the size of Captain America, dude. He wasn't. This is
He's not 5'4". What are you?
Wow.
Wow.
He's like.
Oh my.
I'm just kidding.
How old is my little brother in this picture?
I didn't know
He's
you had a little
probably
brother.
Yeah, these are both my. This is the one
Well, I
on
know
the
you
left
have.
is my
I know you
middle
have,
brother.
Mondo. Yeah.
Yeah, and then in the Captain America suit is my littlest brother, Bo.
Oh yeah, I did know about Bo. Bo's in
He's
the house.
this was 20. I don't want to say the date because I want you guys to guess how old I am because I 100% guarantee you'd be
13?
wrong.
I was gonna get 14.
I was gonna say like 16 or 17.
Ben, you want to take a guess at how old I am in this picture?
I would say like 18.
I am 21
Oh really?
Jesus Christ.
in this picture.
You have
So I
a
was like,
baby
Jesus,
face, bro.
dude,
Your
I
arms
look
look
like
big.
What?
I mean,
who's
you
your,
look
who's
16
Mondo dressed
now,
as?
so
Yeah. What was
Who's
that?
Mondo dressed? A pimp?
As like a
Tony Stark.
mobster gangster
An Italian?
with the spats. He's got the spats on.
He's got the spats on, bro.
I didn't know what those
But yeah,
were.
this was
Why I
20.
oughta-
This was
Yeah, see?
Halloween 2011? No, 2013. 2013, I'm sorry.
I was gonna
2013.
say, how
So
old is this guy?
my little
Have
my
a good
little
night,
brother
Moose.
would have been 7 and Mondo is a couple years younger than me, but this is like one of the only Halloween pictures that I could find and I had to get it off of I got a Facebook memory today showing this. I used to dress up a lot when I was younger in high school and like elementary school, not so much after high school. I've been Mad Hatter before, mostly vampires and stuff. I can't remember everything, but this was pretty fun. The Thor was a last minute thing because I had the hammer from Hot Topic, and then I think I picked up the helmet from Hot Topic too, and then a cape from somewhere, maybe Hot Topic, and I mainly did it so I could walk with my little brother around town and get candy, but it was a cool memory. I remember.
What were y'all spray painting?
Oh, my mom is like always painting different furniture stuff, and so it was probably something like that. Like she was painting something for the house.
I'm just
I'm
glad you
very
weren't
familiar
spray painting your
with
mom.
this. Jesus Christ. The
What?
outline of the trash can on the side. I lived that life.
She has no respect for her house at all, so she didn't put anything down or nothing like that. She would always do shit like that where she would just spray shit like that. But yeah.
Wow. Anyone else have any? Dean, do you want to share a fond? You don't have to show a picture, but
I
do you have a
just
fond
sent you
costume?
one on Facebook.
Oh, here we go.
I just realized
This
I
is the
have one.
last time I dressed up.
42.
It was
Jesus,
forgot.
Alan.
October 2010. Obviously October. It was a house party. I don't have like a full body picture. Just I wore this terrible stormtrooper helmet, and I wore what we call a tuxedo tux, which is like a button-up shirt, a blazer, and blue jeans. And it was a stormtrooper on his day off, and I would like walk into the party and be like, "Hey, it's the most kick-ass party in the galaxy." It was a real riot. People loved it. But shortly after that, I started DJing every year, and I was working, so I never got to dress up. So that was
Here's
mine.
Badfish.
Yeah, I forgot I had
There's
it.
no way in hell that's Badfish. That
Billy
guy's way
Badfish.
too
That's
good looking
Billy
to be
Badfish.
Badfish.
Wow.
Bro.
That's
Look
why
at
I
those
didn't
eyes,
show any of
man.
my old ones because Eddie was gonna say
I
something.
swear to
didn't
God,
know.
it is.
This looks like a
at this
Snapchat
dude.
filter or something. You look.
This
like,
looks like someone who could get the amount of girls that Ben gets, and I
you
just
look really
don't know
good. Oh
that.
my god.
Wow.
Jesus.
You're wearing your bandolier.
This was at
on,
our
that's
house
fine.
party we had. We used to have
Yeah,
house
how are you
parties.
reloading with that thing?
I don't fucking know. I don't know how guns work. I just put it on.
It's got the wrong ammo, bro.
Oh,
One,
yeah,
the
this
wrong
is an
ammo.
AR,
Two, it's
yeah.
Also
facing
got
the
his-
wrong direction.
He's also
This
got
is
his lasso of
facing
truth
down.
there.
This is for my other gun.
Hey, what? It's a rope.
Jesus
The
Christ.
lasso of truth. That's a good one.
That's fucked.
Yeah, this is one. I also have a Nathan Drake one probably somewhere. I could maybe find, but yeah.
So is that a cap gun? What is that?
No, it was just a plastic gun from like the party store, the
You're
Halloween
real
store.
one, buddy.
My
Wow.
I used to love cap guns actually back in the day. That just unlocked
I
a
did
core
too.
memory. I loved
Yeah.
cap gun. I even loved the smell of
I
them.
love
like
the
like,
smell.
Man, you would have
dude.
loved
Yeah.
shooting our real guns
Yeah.
in Texas.
Yeah.
right.
It's
And
pretty much the exact same smell.
my friend Tara liked your dick or treat joke, Zach. So
Really?
she liked it.
Wow.
So-
Shout out to Tara.
Shout out.
Also, when I said Ben gets a lot of girls, I meant a respectable amount.
Oh yeah, so now we realized
One at
it.
a time is what we meant.
Thanks, Eddie. I'm gonna have some splaining to do now. Apparently,
Wow.
an off the cuff joke. Suddenly, she blocks me on the Snapchat. You hate to see it.
That's fucking hilarious.
Wait till you hear our other Ben stories, Tara. Stay tuned.
I'm online every Tuesday.
Dude.
There's a lot of stories.
Irwin,
He's
did
a
you see
legend
Irwin's
in
comment?
our parts. What did Irwin say?
Fast and Furious Thor.
Yeah, I love that.
That was an amazing comment, dude.
Are you supposed to look like
that?
Dominic
I don't get
Toretto?
it.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
Vin
because I'm
Diesel.
in a muscle shirt and jeans and black shoes
And you're
like
with
Dominic
family.
Toretto. But then,
You're
yeah,
with family.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Because of the time delay, she literally just texted me and said, "Wow, a lot of girls, eh?" with a laughing face.
Oh.
It's time delay.
He's got a lot of boys too, Tara.
Well, I did snuggle with Dean quite a bit at Oxcon, but
wow.
Well, I'm
and
very
Marco
warm.
and Marco. But you're very warm, yes.
Wow.
It was more like Stewie from Family Guy. We pulled him out. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
dare you.
Our movie of the week is Renfield. The tortured aide to his narcissistic boss Dracula is forced to procure his master's prey and do his every bidding. However, after centuries of servitude, he's ready to see if there is a life outside the shadow of the Prince of Darkness. A man can only admit when he was wrong. I had a fucking wild day today, and I only watched about the first 40 minutes of this movie, but I do want to finish it. It is pretty funny. I think the last scene that I had watched was after Dracula bitches him out. He's like, I need fucking pure souls. And he kind of gives him the list of what to get. And he's in the bar, and there's like three nuns and the couple on vacation. And then the Church of the Cheerleaders comes in, and they're like doing backflips in the door. But it's a pretty, I thought for some reason, at least just from what I've seen, Dracula's not like the main character, which I guess it's called Renfield, so that makes sense. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna finish. I'm not a huge fan of Ben Schwartzstein. I know that's been like a constant like thorn in our friendship, but yeah, I'm not a biggest fan of Ben Schwartz. But he's already Ben Schwartzing in this movie, and it's kind of unbearable for me. But yeah.
Who's that again? Which character? is that?
He's the wolf, like the Lobo.
Oh,
he's waiting
yeah.
in the Charger, and then the dude's head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he like gets out of prison. He's like, whatever. But yeah, very good film so far, though. I will say far better than the Rotten Tomatoes score would suggest at 58%.
Yeah, this movie, it's not winning any awards, right? Like, it's not the greatest film ever, but turn your brain off, watch something enjoyable and funny, and like, it's a good movie. I think the only real critique I have for this movie is the CGI gets fucking really bad, but the action's really fun. It's I'm also super in love with Awkwafina, so I'm super biased when it comes to her, and she's in this movie, so I loved it. I love Ben Schwartz. He plays a really good bad guy, because he's usually not the bad guy. He's always the funny comic relief, which I guess he still is, but he's also kind of a dick in this movie. And what's the main actor's name? The Renfield guy? I like his movies. I like him as an actor.
Nicholas Hoult.
Nicholas Hoult.
He
And-
plays Beast, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. I was
He
wondering
was
where...
also supposed
he's
to
in the
be
menu.
Batman before Sparkles.
He was trying to be Batman.
Oh wow,
Interesting.
that would have been cool.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I like him as an actor, and he plays a relatively charismatic, or he tries to get there as a character to be not a fucking punching bag for Dracula. And I think he plays it well. And like I said, it's just a fun movie. It's not particularly scary. I really wouldn't watch this for Halloween. I'd probably watch this any other time. It's just not a fucking... I don't get Halloween vibes other than it has Dracula in it. But yeah, it was fun. I liked it. I'd give it like a like a C+, B-.
Yeah, so I watched this on the plane, actually, on the way to Oxcon. And then watched it again last night, and I had a fun time with this film. I feel like it's not one that you need to take too seriously. It's something you can just kind of throw on. It's not too scary, so if you're somebody that likes kind of a Halloween-esque movie, but you don't like scary, I wouldn't say this is scary. It does have more of a gore element to it, for sure. And some of the gore, though, is kind of like over the top and kind of funny in itself. Definitely a horror comedy, for sure. I think Nicolas Cage is still just like a badass. Every movie the guy's in lately, especially, like I've really had fun watching him again. He's just so over the top, and his Dracula is a little creepy for sure. But just the power of Dracula is always kind of got me excited, and I've always liked the character. So seeing him play it, I think that was pretty fun. I liked the idea that Dracula needs kind of a servant, somebody that can go and fetch him food and stuff like that. And I agree, like the cheerleader bus and everything. Like it's like, oh man, I like that he needed this support group in order to kind of get through, because he's gotten to that point now where it's just like, what's the purpose of my life? I thought that like the love story portion of it was like, it fell a little bit flat for me. That's the only thing that I didn't like totally love, but I still thought it was Awkwafina, right? She was hilarious. Either way, I mean, she's really grown on me as a comedic actress. So far, what I've seen her in, I think that I can name anyways, is really only Shang-Chi in this film. But I really liked
Nora from Queens.
Oh, okay, yes, I've
so
heard
good.
of it. But I loved her in both Shang-Chi and this as well. I just didn't like the romantic piece. But again, Shang-Chi. I'm trying to offend anybody.
Shang-Chi.
Okay, I only learned how to speak English yesterday.
Movie. It's Hung-Chi.
Wow.
Wow. So, but yeah, no, I think this is worth the watch. It was a pretty short film. I think it was only about an hour and a half, maybe an hour 45 at the most. Like, it wasn't very long, so it's easy to just have on in the background and watch. So yeah, it was fun.
Wow, Mojo says his cousin directed this movie. Wow, very cool.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Prove it. Who picked this?
I did.
Benethy.
You picked it, Ben?
Because I watched it on the plane at on my way to Oxcon. I thought you guys might like it for a movie of the week.
I did not watch this.
Wow,
Eddie, come on, man.
Jesus.
Wow.
First he watches movies too early, then he watches movies not at all.
I forgot. I don't know why it blanked it when we were doing the show today.
I do need a better way to find a reminder to myself.
To be fair, Eddie, I didn't think we were going to do this segment today.
Yes.
I was planning on skipping it.
I saw Zach's text early enough to watch it, but I prioritized sleep over watching it.
I continue to live my life.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I will go back and I went back and watched Mandy, so I'll owe you, and I'll give my thoughts on.
I want Eddie to apologize
Eddie,
for saying I didn't watch Mrs. Doubtfire.
Eddie, to be
I've
fair,
seen Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, when you
said I didn't watch it.
I was accusing you.
Eddie, to be fair, I think this is a movie that I would rather sleep than watch, but it's still fun. Like,
to be fair, Dean would rather sleep than most things, so that's
You're
not
wrong.
saying much.
You're not wrong. I love to sleep.
Yeah, I no excuses. I didn't sleep last night, and I had an early day.
Yeah, no excuse.
Yeah, no excuses.
It's not
No
an
excuse, but let me list 5.
I don't condone it, but I did. I'm sorry,
sweet
Ben.
summer child.
I'll watch it. I promise.
I'm disappointed. Just kidding.
Anyone else? Badfish, did you get a chance to watch it?
I've only seen half of this. I saw it like a few months ago when it first came out. My wife and I tried to watch it, and then we just never went back to. We wanted to, but yeah. So I was a late addition, so otherwise I would have finished it up.
I mean, I told you last night, but okay.
I will
just
say,
kidding.
I've been very busy. Halloween work.
It's okay.
wow, voice crank.
Yeah. Oh.
The actress, I'm gonna try and say her name. I might butcher it.
Aquafina.
Shohreh Aghdashloo.
Please don't ever do that.
Ben, let Ben say it.
Look at the spelling
Don't
of
let
this
me say
name.
it.
I'll send it to you.
What does she play?
She's the mother of Ben Schwartz in the movie.
Oh, she's terrible.
Oh, she's fantastic.
She's like
I
super.
love her.
She's in a ton of stuff.
She's in a ton of stuff. Most
Yeah,
recently,
I like her, yeah.
she was in The Expanse, which is a
I
fucking
need to finish that last
fantastic
season.
show. If you haven't watched it, it's on Amazon. It's
Great
basically like Mass Effect TV show. It's fucking amazing.
Was the last season good though?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay. I'm holding my breath on it because okay.
Also, I think I'd smash.
For sure.
I can see
Especially
that, yeah.
like, I mean, even now, but back in the day, bro, beautiful. But she's a great actress. Again, I really like her, seeing her and stuff. So when she popped up, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. So that was another actress I really enjoyed watching in this movie. I only know her as Avasarala, which is her character in The Expanse, but I was like, I can't call her that. I need to pronounce her name, but it's complicated. Sorry if I butchered it. If you're out there watching,
Tons of stuff that she.
Boy, allergies are kicking my butt today. Next week we have Fantastic Mr. Fox, and then we'll put up
Don't
a
miss
post
that
on
one, Ben,
on
please.
Ox this week for the fans' choice the following. So episode 294. Dean, can we say thank you to the Patreonies, please?
Yeah. Give a quick shout out to Ian Seaby, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louie. Here's Kevin, right on schedule. Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerina, sweet, beautiful Ben Thomas. Look at him. Chris Letty, David Jones, Sam Getz, Daminator, Joao Bretta, Thomas Clark, Eric Swixer, Six Guns, Figs, Billy Badfish, the cowboy, the host with the most, Toy Cartel, Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Crab, Big Ol' Fern, Caesar Marquardt, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Bomosky. Oh, shout out, also new this week, a nephew. I have a new nephew. He was born on Monday. That's why I wasn't on unboxing.
Nice.
So
Congrats.
very
Did
cute.
they name him Eddie?
They did not. Sonny is his name.
Oh,
Very cute.
look at my boy.
Victor Gregorio, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Erwin Azucena, the illustrious Rainer, Alan Morgan, Tukathri Watt, Derek B, Aries Portillo, Alvin J, Aries Aurelis Delgado, sorry. Jazz Carroll, Joe Ridley, Pablo Meza, D-Rock, Matt Clevenger, Seth Tucker, CC, 3PO, Kevin, Scott Smith, Don Maton, Stephen Purchett, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Steve and Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Jimmy Hernandez, Gigi the Judgmental, and not Eddie Mendez, Brenton Palmer.
Like you almost could have not said that at all.
Yeah, but like everybody else on the panel's on here.
Wow.
The October, September benefits, those are shipping this week. I just got the envelopes today. Going to print the labels tomorrow and then get them packaged and postaged up. We have, I think, the designs for November and December. It'll be the Just Another Friday Night sticker, and then for December will be the episode 300 sticker. So stay tuned for that. Patreon starts at $5 for the digital tier. Let's see, $7.50 for the sticker tier, $15 for the certified crispy tier with figure fix assistance, and $25 with the What a Guy tier for the doubles of all the stickers we send and the Pog Deluxe set. God, my allergies are kicking my ass right now. For YouTube channel members, we have Absolute Irwin, Alvin J, Andrew Gibo, Benjamin Hansen, Big Ol' Fern, Bob Dylan, CZ3PO, Chris V, CT603, DJ, Daminator, Doc Smizzle, Equan, Fat Batman, Gear Bear, Good Old Spotchka, Gotham Cenobites, Justin Sports Card, LV Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Mike Literis, Money Mendez, OG Fan, OMFG Rick, 16 Figure Focus, Paul Schreiber, Filterful, S Beam, Sam Giss, Scarn Lord, SpongeBob SquareBalls, Sunnyvale Russ, The Ben Thomas Show, and Toy Mafia. YouTube membership starts at 99
Michael
cents
Scarn.
for Patreon members and $2.99 for the Peanut Gallery. You get loyalty badges, emojis, and member shoutouts. We also have TeePublic. I believe that's actually on sale this week. So if you want to snag a shirt, you can do so at the link there. And taking a look at the network, we have After Dark tomorrow at 10:30, OFAC this week at 2:30. Live and Let Dice is recorded on Sunday. We also have Question of the Week on Sundays. I don't know. We may or may not have Vox PD this week or weekend. But yeah, today we're a bit late to start due to the holiday. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll try to figure out our holiday schedule for the next month or so. And then we have to consider if we're going to do the award show this year. I think it's likely yes, but got to see if the community wants to do that and if they were willing to participate. Because it is a lot of work and I don't want to do it if no one really cares about it. Yeah. Episode 300 right around the corner. I think we have 9 episodes left, so believe we should be, let's see, 292, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should be the first episode of 2024. Should be episode 300 if we remain on schedule. So, actually, let me double check. Yeah, could be, because the day after Christmas, so we'll see if we record that day, but yeah, so lots of exciting news. Shout out time. It is Dylan, former host of Small Talk's birthday. So happy birthday, Dylan. We love you. I'm not sure if you still listen or if you even still care about us or you think about us or we're even really your friends because you never text or write or email or message. But happy birthday.
Wow.
Erwin says, bring back.
On the show the other day.
Oh, was he? What show?
Small Talk.
Oh, I don't watch Small Talk.
Like not even
No, I'm
6
just
weeks
kidding.
ago.
This guy's, you don't watch the show. He's like, I don't watch that show.
No, I'll be honest. I barely have time to sleep, and
we know.
Anyways, Erwin says bring back Pose Wars. Now a lot of people have asked, but the thing is, like, if it's a live show with the format that we had, and no one's pitching in for the Banes, which I'm not saying that's the format we have to stay with. It's just kind of boring. Like if it's just one guy or no one. I think the last 2 episodes, it was just Alvin pitching in Banes, and I think if he wasn't there, it was like no one. So the show doesn't really work that way. If we change the format, even then, I still think it's hard to get people to be committed to it. So that show was a constant headache to produce. Like I know Ben, I think Eddie, you were on a few of them, but the day of, I would have enough people as posers plus 3 backups, and usually by the hour before, all 3 backups would be in, and I'd be like calling everybody I knew to try to get them to participate. So it's a show that I know that you guys at home like to see it, but in the end it was a lot of stress for us, and it stopped being like a show that, you know, people were participating in. So I don't know. I would say it's very unlikely that show's ever going to come back, but you know, we'll see. That's the hard thing about running a channel. Like you have to pick and choose where your energy is most useful. And you know, I think last Monday we had to make a tough decision to take an unboxing out and just kind of take a Monday off, but it's like we don't really have anything. We could do a show and like unbox something for 10 minutes, but is that really worth all of our time? I don't know. My little rant. I see Ben smiling, so
it's because I was gonna say we could call it like Nut Wars on my channel if you want to come over there for a couple shows, but then I was like, I don't know, it sounds a little weird. So
the same problems.
Seed everywhere.
Yeah. Seed everywhere.
Jesus. Well, look what happens.
Sorry, I didn't mean to rant there. But,
Shout out to I've got him on my my weed tin actually. Shout out to all the parents who took their kids out and are watching us on replay. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Man, what do you got? Oh, look at a pack of stickers there.
I have a whole
pack of
thing of them
stickers.
too.
I found my pack of collecting weekly stickers. I got so many beads.
Shout out to my friend Tara who tuned in for the whole show and gave us an extra view today. So I appreciate that. And
Tara.
Yeah, shout out to that picture of Badfish in the Western gear. I'm
I know,
gonna
it got me all hot and
Jesus, I'm
bothered.
gonna have to rewind.
I'm gonna have to jerk
otherwise-
off to that picture later.
Wow!
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
You missed
Yeah,
all
what I'm saying. I
I thought we were doing Nut Wars.
Look it
can have
up.
to grab my dick and twist it.
Yeah, twist his dick.
Everyone went to the line. Zach crossed it.
That's what I do. Remember that one time we had an
Jesus.
awkward silence, and I was like, "How big is everyone's dick?" It was hilarious. It was a show-stopping moment.
This is in
Oh
the
my God,
chat.
Look at this, Tara Leonard. Like, let's do the heart for Tara.
Combo.
The heart for
Now we have her name. Look her up on Facebook.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my.
Well, I'm not gonna do that to her.
They're in
I
Texas.
made
They're
a
too far away.
mistake.
Yeah, I never hear from her again. After
Welcome
this.
to the show.
Wow.
Bucket show.
Here's Kevin. He wants to say hi.
Oh
Wow.
God.
Wow.
She says no.
That's my favorite part that he runs up and greets
Tara, that is
everyone.
not a rat. That is actually a dog. So let's.
Jesus.
Okay,
I'm
how
just kidding.
fucking dare you talk about my dog.
It's the CW mascot, man. Well, who
He was
else
in our
would it
old
be?
logo.
Yeah.
Mm,
You gotta do a retro logo. You gotta bring it back for 2024.
we had a Kevin logo.
He was
what you
the
and me,
silhouette.
the bullet ties.
Yeah, that's not like he's the mascot. Like you and I were the mascot, and he was in the mask. He was a part of the mask.
Kevin
Like
is the talent.
Yeah, look at him.
I don't know about that.
He reminds me of
Shredder,
kind of
Splinter.
the little guy from Labyrinth, the one who rides the dog.
Oh, he totally does. Yeah.
Gollum. Anyways,
He's not doing that
You're
either.
not, I don't pick on your dogs.
you picked on my kid. How dare you?
What do you mean?
I said kids are dumb, and I said, "What about Vivi?" And you're like,
They
"Kids
are.
are
A
dumb."
child
He
cries.
said that's all. He,
That's an objective truth.
Dude, I scared the life out of Vivi today. It was fucking hilarious.
It's so
I picked up
loud.
Victoria and gave her a kiss, and Vivi was like, "Me next." So I picked her up, and she's like, "No, put me on your shoulders." So I was like, "Okay." I guess it's been a while, but I put her on my shoulders, and she was freaking out that she was gonna like bawling tears that she was gonna fall. And then once you have your kid already crying because they're scared, you have to make them more scared. So then I leaned back.
Wow.
I had her like she wasn't gonna fall, but she was like literally crying for like half an hour. I was like, oh, I kind of felt bad.
Yeah, but she asked to go up.
That's what I said. I was like, what the hell? You do gymnastics, you're doing cartwheels and backflips. And
You wanted this.
I'm a short king.
You asked for it. You deal with it.
Do you know how much I sacrifice?
hey, Dean, my kid's
never
pretty
gets
smart
old.
though. My kid's pretty smart. He pointed
Everyone
out the
says
moon
that.
and the sun in a book, and he's not even 2 years old.
Did he
2
say
years
moon
old. I
and
was
sun?
reading when I
can't
was
even-
2.
You guys
He's
can't
not
set
even
me
two.
up
He's
for these
one-
jokes.
He's only 14 months
Weird.
old.
You can't.
Time out. You're saying he saw a photo and pointed at it?
Yeah, so he has a little picture book, and when we were going through the page, he went apple, I have it on video, I can show you it. And then sun and moon, I don't have on video, but he pointed at both of them very.
And he
very
said the
clearly.
word sun and moon?
Yeah, he's
He
a crazy
said it.
talker. I'll show you apple.
Well,
I got
that's
video proof.
sun and moon
I'd
is
be
arguably
way more
easier to
impressed
say.
if he did it in
Badfish's
Spanish,
kid. This
but
is
I'll-
Badfish's kid looking at the sun and the moon.
Wow.
No, he's a genius. But I also say sun and moon to him like every night when we say goodnight. So that might be why.
His kid points sun and moon, and Badfish is just.
Fuck it though, bro. It's your life.
Jesus Christ.
Man,
No, Badfish is freaking out. Badfish is freaking out that his kid said sun and moon, and the kid's like,
Daddy, chill.
I was freaking out. I was
Badfish
like,
gets
He pointed and said sun and moon, and Badfish. What did he say?
Badfish didn't have. Badfish wasn't recording, and he's like,
I want to see it again.
Oh, why is this always the best part of the show?
Badfish with his son knows sun and moon.
The CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
That was a good one.
This is how Badfish thought we were gonna react to that story.
Inconceivable.
That's
little strands for the.
That's how he actually reacted. Like, okay.
This is how Badfish reacted.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Yes.
He speaks it very well.
Badfish when he saw it for the first time. Why are clips so perfect?
Oh god.
I was gonna play the organism one, but
I was gonna play it too. I couldn't work it in.
Oh man.
oh shit!
Teach him how to jumbo, please.
Literally in tears.
My kid? I could
Yeah.
try, yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Oh my god!
He's doing high fives and blowing kisses and all that, so he's learning how to like and wave. Waving he like isn't sure about sometimes, but he does it. Yeah.
Wow.
That's high
Depends who it is.
praise.
You know what I say about your kid?
I give him high
Billy
praise.
Badfish?
I love the poorly educated.
Jesus Christ! How dare you?
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Jesus Christ!
Shit.
Oh shit!
This is Badfish's reaction.
Oh, let's go. That's class.
Wow.
Oh fuck!
So many of these are great.
None of this was
So
funny. I don't know why we're doing this.
I remember listening to Badfish's kid. He's like,
Don't give up on me now, Dean.
oh fuck.
Anyways,
Boys.
Badfish when
Badfish.
Badfish
He's
when he
got
ends the recording early.
I'm not done.
Badfish after tonight.
Emotional damage.
Ben's trying to get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Fuck, this has been fun.
Shit.
Oh man, no one thinks this is funny but us.
I should have smoked more pen before.
No,
the end of
Irvin
the show.
said clip this whole part.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
Oh man. Anyways,
Thank you guys for watching.
yeah, I'm
I'm
Zach.
Chombo. I'm Dean. That's Kevin.
I'm Ben.
I'm Badfish and definitely not Eddie Mendez.
What?
I don't even know.
Lost all.
Sun and moon.
Apple.
Nut.
Wait, time out. Before we end, there's so many clips that we haven't used yet. Holy shit. Okay, here we go. Hang on, we're gonna do this for a little bit longer.
Oh, I thought you ended it.
No, we're still live. We're still live.
It was
Dude,
about
let
to
me
get
see.
incredibly
Let me
racist.
see. This is what Badfish thought the first time.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Let's see what else we have here. This is me when Badfish told me this story.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I swear to God, do I gotta pull this up?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You are watching a master at work.
Why do we not use any of these?
Damn, boy!
I like that one. Damn,
Hey,
boy.
she used that for Thrawn. Fuck.
Wow, we got a lot of clips. Anyways, all right.
What's that one?
Oh, here we go.
Later, boys.
Yeah. Did you hear it? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Apple?
Yeah. Wait,
You heard apple, right? Okay, here. Ooh, what's that one? Yeah.
Oh,
Come on, that's
I think he hiccuped.
he said apple.